Then the all-creating sovereign mind of perfect purity proclaimed this great origin of the deedless teaching of perfection in order to place the mind in a state of balance. O great Bodhisattva, Dorje, listen. As to the deedless objects which are non-existent like the sky, some claim that they come forth as part of previous pledges from subtle objects, the path of Dharma. While these people do not understand that the objects they perceive do not exist, as investigation and meditation are particularly pointless for realizing the manifestation of truth, the follower of Ati Yoga remains just so, and does not at all investigate the self-originated pristine awareness. To seek the essential goal by means of religion and its branches is to enjoy in this through a method which does not entail any understanding, as there is no remedy to cure the non-existent, the goal of the deedless. Outside of the rise of the own being of central vigor, there is no other truth, manifestation. By dissecting an atom, one part will remain totally free from being oriented towards the cardinal directions. The good awareness, which is non-existent yet purposeful, originates by itself. You will achieve the mastery of balance after entering this pure path with regard to the broad essence which does not at all immediately recognize things. There is no place for being attached to because nothing is becoming and nothing has become. Likewise, there is no place for the mind to grasp what is not an object. If one wishes for obtaining manifest results, one will always ponder upon their causes. But one will not realize the aim of balance because of being happily attached to meditation. Because the one manifestation, the Dharmakaya, encompasses everything, there are no things which are to be augmented. Because the destination, nirvana, cannot be reached, the dimension of reality knows no loss. As things dwell in enjoyment, there is no place for lowering or elevating. As to the aim of the great self-origination, everything is poised just as it is. The eye which sees the no object sees the wonder. Who separate themselves from what they hear and what people talk about, they will remain in a state of union with things and reality, and will be inseparable from them. There is no explanation in addition to calling it the ultimate reality. If they deliberate as to whether or not the path of perfect purity is erroneous, they will not realize it. Also, the self-originated pristine awareness is free of the limitations of the word. As to the apparent existence of the true self and the eternal Buddha, you ought to understand it like the simile of the body and its shadow. The essence of negation and non-negation rests with the issue of voidness, which is void and not void at once. Such notion is born as a recognition of what arises from the sky's own view. You will receive the deedless by not desiring the bliss to capture it. This awareness is about to come forth from what is not an object of enjoyment. Indeed, you will be entirely engulfed by suffering due to the spiritual pursuit by placing your heart on being attached to the previous sages. Those who, motivated by the wish to enter this path of nature, constantly meditate on the notion of how the omniscient one is, forsake from attachment to their bliss. If they don't apply the great medicine of abiding in stillness, the cause from proceeding to celestial realms will be seized by obscuration. It is a great sickness to enter a path which is no path. Those who wish to proceed on it are like a deer pursuing a mirage. Abiding in stillness is not an object of gain, nor does it arise from the threefold world. The state where they gaze at the 10 Bodhisattva stages is an obscuration of perfect purity. The truly acute awareness is free of all thinking, like a precious jewel that arises amid spiritual friends. Those who are not fixated on an issue which is imperceptible and unchanging, such people will fulfill all their hopes due to their own being. Such awareness will well rise in its grandeur if they contemplate what cannot be investigated. To all, it is a teacher of the different forms of passion, which does not materially appear. It is a master teacher, free of such concepts as oneself and others, a treasure of jewels. It teaches selfless compassion, which is known as the objective of all achievement. It does not move in its inner being, nor is there room for its searching it in its inner being. It is imperceptible to those who take the bodhisattva vows, whose objective is the attachment to external objects. It is the selfless compassion which cannot be entered upon, nor can it arise. It exists from the primordial and for all future time. There is no other jewel than this. By desiring this bliss, they will turn their back towards this bliss. Being grasped by bliss means to seek bliss by means of bliss. To thirst for the taste of the Dharma is to overcome the perfect purity. Likewise, no such subject as the Buddha can be seen. As there is no Buddha, there is no name Buddha to be given. It is an error to assume that the teacher carried the name Buddha. This is a wrong path, as it aspires to achieve Buddhahood through something else. There is not the slightest trace of a teaching that all things are formless. The self-originated pristine awareness is calm, free of attachment and grasping. It is not a thing and totally abandoned, because in its nature it is the great nectar, but there is no sensation or way to enjoy it. It is broad, grand, the great Dharma. It is the antidote to all smallness. If they make equal the parts of what they perceive as great, they will be freed from the concepts of small and big. The teaching, the expanse, the perception, and the appearance are like scenes created by a magician. Such things come forth because the awareness is befogged by such concepts as emerging and entering. It is superior to all vehicles. Let it go, let it rest. It is the nature which cannot be coveted, nor can it be obtained. There is not a trace of eagerness. It is like the great eagle soaring in the sky. It knows neither expansion nor contraction. There is no need of fearing that it gets lost, nor can it be consumed. Like the ocean, it makes the various things arise from the primordial. The limitations of its qualities are like those of the sky. The place of its contraction is not certain. It arises as the great king of Samadhi, at once from the central vigor of perfect purity. Its appearance is like the great ocean. It expands like the unknowable boundaries of the sky. There are no such things as birth and demise, as it is the realm of sensory perception of all good, Samantabhadra. It is explained that through praise the 12 limbs of causes and conditions are bound. But the wise should know that this is only an entrance to delusion. The appearance of the 6 categories of sentient beings should first be known as path. Those who, in the pursuit of desires, are saturated with compassion may pursue the perfect purity by whatever means they like. Butchers, whores, offenders of the 5 limitless sins, and covert sinners are abandoned by the world. But the wholly perfected one, due to the honey of the Dharma, knows these acts not different from the great bliss. In this way, they should see the yield of all things, because of the nature of the things. To claim that reality is dependent on others is like a person searching for reality by means of the things, or for the sky by means of the sky. Like one who extinguishes fire with fire. These accomplishments are difficult to do. The imperceptible essence is not hidden to the mental flux of all creatures. Those who live in accord with perfect purity, which they don't appropriate, dwell entirely in their own being. Such she spoke. This is the 22nd chapter of the 10 teachings on the deedless perfection, in which the non-existent no objects are treated.